Okay, so now I'm scared. If you throw me inside, I'm gonna pull it.
Listen, you ought to look him up. But he's got a song called The Old Double Diamond. And it's about an old cowboy that the ranch he's worked on for years is getting sold. And there's and he says on there, said, when I first hired on to the Old Double Diamond, I was a darn poor excuse for a man. Yeah, Mama's laughing back there. I edited that for you. It says, I never learned how to aim when the spirit was tame. I couldn't see all the cards in my hand. Well, son, a lot of what your difficulty is right now is you have not yet learned how to aim while the spirit is tame, and you can't see all the cards in your hand. It's not saying the cards aren't there. It's just you haven't matured enough to see them. And there will come a time you keep going and you keep learning and you keep growing, that one day you'll look down and the card you needed was there and it's been there all along. But that ain't going to come for a while. And my encouragement to you is stop being so hard on yourself. You know, one of the things I have encouraged my wife in for years, and she's a very natural mother, all right, and she has a natural tendency to take care of people and to worry about stuff. And I've had to tell her over the years, look, that's not your burden to carry. That's not your burden to carry. You have enough burdens at your young age that are rightfully yours for you to worry about carrying, that you don't need to worry about carrying the burdens that are going to come when you're 50 or 55 or 60. You can't even begin to think about having things figured out and having it together until you're in your 50s. Just don't even worry about it. Just don't even worry about it. You've got to have maturity. And maturity comes with time. And maturity is not something that you can gin up artificially. It's not something that you can be responsible for not being ginned up artificially. Dwayne, what I have to do? You have to live. You just have to live. You just have to live. You just have to act your age. If you're 26, be 26. Stop trying to be 56. It's not expected, and it's a burden that you don't have to carry. You're a young couple, and you're going through some things, and you're like, man, we must be the worst couple in the world. We must be the worst married folks out there. This has got to be, man, we just ain't got it. Of course you ain't got it figured out. When you hit 30, you still ain't 30 years of marriage, you still ain't going to have it all figured out. My wife and I are still trying to figure stuff out. And we just take it as it comes, and we learn and we mature and we grow, and it takes time. But you'll not get there if you quit. Fellas, you'll not get there if you quit, if you just say, forget it. You know, I can't be the man that I wanted to be. Well, of course you're not right now. You will not be the man that you want to be until you grow into it. You have to grow into it. So the whole point of this video is just to encourage you, chill out, man. Just chill. You guys that are contacting me and saying, man, I got a degree and I just lost this job. Listen, and I'm not making light of it, okay? Let me just put it in perspective, all right? I've got 5 grandbabies. Now, one of those grandbabies is, let's say that grandbaby is 14 months old and they're learning to walk, okay? And so they're just in a diaper. You've seen it, you know, they're just in a diaper and they're going across the kitchen floor to mama, and they're kind of weaving a little bit, and their little fat feet and their little fat thighs are just kind of thunk, 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 and all of a sudden they're like, oh, and they got the bubble butt out here, the bubble tummy out here, and they got the big old diaper in the back, so they're not balanced, all right? And So they lose their balance and they're like, oh, bam, and they fall down and land flat on their butt.